Hey, what's going on? Rakeem Madison here, and on today's video, guys, I have a very important topic that I want to talk about to you guys here today. But before I really get into it, guys, I'm going to let a few people jump on the live, let Facebook do its thing, get this out to more and more people as they already do. And yeah, guys, today's topic is going to be vital to you getting the results that you want in your business. And for some of you that are on here probably watching, a lot of you guys feel, not everybody, but a good portion of you believe that it's taking too long for you to succeed. It's just taking too long. You haven't had your first sale yet. You haven't gotten any leads yet. Like, it just seems like, man, like what is the issue? Like, what is it that a lot of you are saying in your mind, like, what is it that like what am I doing wrong, right? And that's part of the problem, because how you speak to yourself, like your self-talk is vital to what's going to happen in your life, because what you're saying to yourself, that story that you're telling yourself is it's either the wrong story, right? But you got to get on to where you're telling yourself who you are every day, because that's your job. It's not the job of the other people that are out in the world. When you go out and you do your thing, it's not their job. It's your job. All right. Now, as Facebook is getting this out, what's going on, Adam? What's going on, Eric? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you for dropping on. So yeah, guys. Today I want to talk about the training balance scale, okay? The training balance scale. Now, it's not an actual scale that you step on, to get your weight, and then you hop on there, and then you're excited if you're losing weight or if you're gaining weight or whatever, right? It's not that type of scale. The training balance scale is vital. Okay, what's going on, Dave Anderson, brother? What's going on, JB Band? Good to see you, my man. Appreciate you for stopping by. So yeah, guys, I'll go ahead and get into it. I know some people are going to catch the replay, and there's going to be others that are on here that are, that might catch this live. What's going on, Christian? Good to see you, my man. Appreciate you. So yeah, guys, I want to get into talking about this, right? So especially for the people in business. So, as an entrepreneur, there's two sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a side where you have the how-to, which is going to be like the actions, like the strategies, the methods, the tactics. And that's what 90% of people are focusing on, right? They're only focused on what they have to do. So when they go to like a mentor, they go to somebody looking for help, the only thing they do, they're like, oh, well, teach me how to do this, right? And their only focus is that. And a lot of times it just seems like, man, like, it seems to be taking me a long time. Like, it's just, man, I'm doing all the how-tos. And this is how it was back for me when I started in 2014. I was struggling. Like, for the first 6 months, I didn't make a dime online. Like, I did not make a dime online. It was frustrating. Just imagine, like, I invested $2,500, right, into a business, and then turned around, and then I invested another $4,000 in another business. So that's roughly about $7,000, right? 7, 8, whatever, right? And I was like, man, I'm doing all these how-tos, 10 steps to start a business, 5 steps, and so on, right? And it was just like, man, like, I'm doing the things, but why is it seeming to take so long? Like, it's just taking long, and I was just struggling. Like, it was frustrating, I tell you. Let me give a few shout outs before I really get into things. But No More says, what's up, fam? What's good, man? Christian says, hey, man, what's going on, Christian? What's going on, AJ? Good to see y'all. Oh, man, I screwed the camera up. Hold up, y'all. What's going on? AJ says, Rocky, yo, what's up? What's up, man? What's up, Mr. Dave? Appreciate you for stopping by, coming in from Reddick, Florida. Shout out to Florida. I'm a Florida boy for life. What's going on, Rachel? Good to see you on here. Appreciate you for hopping on. So yeah, guys, I'm talking about the training balance scale for everybody that's just hopping on right now, and why this is vital to the results that you get into inside of your business. All right. So as I said, most entrepreneurs, there's two sides. Okay, the two sides are the action And then there's the thoughts, like what goes on in your mind, like the story you're telling yourself, right? This is why I know you guys can probably see that mirror back there, but every single day in that mirror, I tell myself who I am, right? I go to that mirror, I get out my bed, and I tell myself who I am every single day, right? I am amazing. I am great, right? I am a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? I talk to myself because that's vital to where you're trying to go. You're trying to succeed, so you have to become the person to be able to attract the things that you want in your life, right? So keep that in mind, all right? All right, so let's continue and go back to the training balance scale. So there's two sides. The first side is the thoughts, okay? And in some cases, it's called the why side. Now, this is your thoughts, your dreams, your desires, your feeling, right? So it's thoughts and feelings, how you feel. So you have to be aware of how you think. You have to be aware of how you feel. Okay, these are going to be vital. Now, when it comes to the results, the how-to is only, if I'm being completely honest, 99.9% of 99.9% of the thoughts is more important than the one. It's like 1%, maybe 10%. Sometimes I see it, and I see it all over the internet, but 1% of how-to is fine. 99% of the thoughts is where it all starts. Okay, because before you could take an action, you have to think about that, right? So let's say, for instance, I say that you know, I'm going to start a corporation, right? I think I want to start a corporation. The thought comes in my mind, but the action is going out there, doing the research, and then actually doing, like, going for it and doing it, right? Or another example would be, let's say, for instance, I want to call my brother, right? And I say it in my mind, I say, I think I want to call my brother. Well, the action part, which is the second side of the training balance scale, that's me actually picking up the phone, dialing the number, and actually making the call. You see what I mean? So the thoughts and the feelings are what create the actions. They create the actions. So what's going on? What's going on, Judy? Good to see you. Appreciate you for stopping by. Christian says great value. Appreciate it, man. What's going? Judy says yes and facts. Appreciate it. And AJ says facts. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. So yeah, it's all about how you think, like what you think about and how you feel is going to reflect on your action. So if it's a negative action, you probably had negative thoughts, right? If it's a positive action, that's what's causing all of that. All right, so let's continue down because like I said, usually I've been using my computer a lot more instead of using my green notepad over there. So let me go over here. And like I said, guys, the thoughts is going to be your goals, your dreams, your desires, your imagination, your attitude, your belief, motivation, purpose, vision. All of that's on the thought side. The action is, like I said, the methods, the strategies, the skills, the work, the practice, and this is what most people start focus on, right? And I know why, because like I said, when I was doing it, like I said, 2014, and I was so focused on the how-tos, how to make money online, how to do this. I was getting like pulled, like I had like shiny object syndrome. I was basically going to this thing, going to this next hyped up thing. Like, man, like what is going to create the success for me? And I kept seeing all these hyped up things, and I didn't really know where to go. And part of that is because I didn't have a mentor, right? I didn't have the person that can basically, if I'm walking through a landmine, right, like a land where somebody who's been walking that path for years, they know where all of the different things that'll probably blow me up. But I decide to go on my own and, stay in my ego and do what I want to do. But that wasn't getting me the results. I needed that guidance. I needed that path. And with that path comes me getting my thoughts together, understanding, how I think, and then understanding how I feel to be able to become the person that I want to become in my life. And part of that starts with you actually, you becoming the person that you want to become here in your life. So you find somebody, a mentor that has the life that you want, you model them, right? You do what they do, right? Because if you want to be successful, you got to do what a successful person does. So with that being said, I found someone that could guide me. I saw I wanted that lifestyle. So along with that, I just basically said, I'm going to model what they do. I'm not going to get into my ego, because your ego is your ego is really dumb. Okay. Let's just think about this. It's like when somebody, let's say for instance, I teach somebody how to make money online, right? And that person goes, they do their thing, they make some money on the internet, right? Let's say they become successful. That person has a choice at that point. Like that person can literally, hopefully everybody can hear me, because I'm actually using these new headphones, so I just kind of want to see how these work. But that person has a choice. They can go and they can fall, like basically go into, what is that, like they can self-sabotage themselves, right? Because of their ego. That's why, some mentors, most of the mentors, like when you're going to somebody, you have to unlearn everything that you know, right? Because if you go in there without an open mind, you're going to, you're pretty much going to, if you go in there without an open mind, when you go to that person, you're going to be like, oh, I already knew how to do that. Right? There's a ton of people. Sometimes people say that to me, and that's fine. I already knew that. But the type of person I am is, I will, even if I know something, sometimes it really depends on who it is. If it's somebody that's more successful than me, then I'm going to listen. Even if, because I've caught myself, like I've caught myself, like basically like I felt like I was getting ready to say, oh, I know that already. But I had to understand this person is more successful than me. So there may be one thing that they may say that I may pick up. And what if I would have just said, hey, I already knew that, right? I would have cut that person off. They wouldn't have felt like they wanted to, they wouldn't have felt like they even wanted to tell me anything anymore. So something I learned on this path is if you you get out of your ego, you drop your pride, right? Just for that particular time, you drop your pride and your ego, listen to what they're saying, have an open mind, and go after what you're trying to go after, then things will flow. Things will work a whole lot better, because if you're quiet, they're going to tell you everything. So you have to act like you know nothing so that they can tell you everything. That's something that I've learned over this journey. So I don't say that, I already know that already, because it's always something that someone else knows, especially if they're more successful than you. All right. So the training balance scale, just to kind of recap with you, it's the thoughts and the feelings on this side of the scale. And they are 99% more important than what's on this side of the scale, which is the how-to, the how to make money online, the 10 steps to starting a business, the top secret strategy to make your Facebook ads make money every time you turn them on. Like, I'm not saying that all the how-tos out there don't work, but what I'm saying is the thoughts and the feelings, like your why. What is the purpose that you're over here doing these things? What is the true purpose? And if I could find my book here, give me just a second. So, all right. So, what's going on, people? So, what I did, guys, is I wrote down my 10 whys. Okay, my 10 whys. So basically, inside of my pad here, I have the reasons why I must become successful. The reasons why I must become a millionaire. The reasons why you want to do what you have to do. So just bear with me here. I'm not gonna read them, but I just kind of want to show you guys like that. It's very vital for you to write these things down, right? And notice I didn't just say one why. I wrote down 10 whys, 10 different ones. Okay, so this is just the first page of those particular whys that I have, and they're all laid out. So when those times come where you feel like, man, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, or you get into a slump and you feel like, man, you gotta look at these whys and you gotta read them. Okay, you gotta read them and just because really those whys should bring tears to your eyes. They should literally bring tears to your eyes. And when I was writing them, guys, the tears were starting to come down my eyes because of how I felt about the things that are on this paper right here. Okay? That's why the tears started coming. So if you think about those things and you start to read, like, man, these are the things that I'm doing this for, it's going to propel you to move forward when you think about quitting. Okay? So that's something I want this to be actionable. Like, I want you to be able to actually do something. So what I want you to do is I want you to write 10 whys. Okay? 10 whys. Some of you guys you may have your 1 why or your 2 whys, but I want you to write 10 whys. You don't have to do it on this live, right? You can if you want, but you don't have to do it on this live. Find a pad, right? Or you can do it on your computer and write down 10 whys why you must be successful. Why you must, I don't know, whatever it is for you, okay? Write down 10 whys. And let me know if you actually do it. Just come back to the video and let me know, hey, I've actually wrote down those 10 whys, and make sure that they make you cry. They make you tear up because you're so passionate about creating what you're writing down on that paper. All right. So with that being said, guys, hopefully you got some value. I saw a ton of people on here. I absolutely love you guys. AJ Brown says you have to see it to believe and achieve it. Exactly, brother. Facts. All right. So with that being said, hopefully you got some value from today's video. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you did, or a heart, or surprise faces, whatever you thought about the content. Let me know by giving a reaction, and also drop a comment down below letting me know if this was helpful in any way. And if you want to learn how to create some residual income, definitely reach out to me and let's have a conversation. All right. All right. So with that being said, I look forward to seeing you on the next live video. Peace.